Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Today we have to do exercise of chapter number 1, heating and cooling, and we have to do question number 5. Question number 5, the diagram shows the kinetic theory model of an evaporating liquid. Beta, this is the container and there is liquid inside, and this liquid is being evaporated. You can see that these molecules are escaping from the surface of this liquid. Now we have to answer the questions. Question number 1, describe what is happening. The answer is the particles are gaining kinetic energy. Some of them are able to escape from the surface. Question number 5, part 2, what is needed to make this happen? The answer is heat energy. Question number 5, part 3, suggest where this energy might come from. The answer is this energy might come from the sun. Question number 5, part 4, give an example of where evaporation takes place in the home. The answer is in the home, mostly evaporation takes place during boiling water in kettle or pan and drying of clothes, etc. Question number 6, the diagram shows a refrigerator. This is the diagram of refrigerator. This is freezer compartment, and refrigerator liquid is inside these pipes. These are the cooling fins, and cooling is produced in the refrigerator by the evaporation of a liquefied gas. This produces cooling effect. Freon, a chlorofluorocarbon, was used as a refrigerator gas. In and around the refrigerator, heat is moving by conduction, convection and radiation. Which process is mainly responsible for number 1, cool air dropping from the freezer compartment? The answer is convection. Part 2, heat loss to the outside air from the cooling fins. Answer is radiation. Part 3, heat from the kitchen entering the refrigerator through its outer panels. The answer is conduction. Part 4, heat from the kitchen entering the refrigerator each time the door is opened. Answer is convection and radiation. Next we have to do a workbook of chapter number 1, heating and cooling. State whether the following statements are true or false.
Start.
Part 1, the coldest part of a fridge is at the bottom. This statement is true. Statement number 2, radiated heat always travels downward. This is wrong statement, false. Statement number 3, in hot sunny climates, houses are often painted white to keep them warm inside. This is also wrong statement, because houses are in hot sunny climate, houses are painted white to keep them cool inside. Statement number 4, insulation works by trapping air in the spaces between the material. This statement is true. Statement number 5, a vacuum flask can keep liquids at a constant temperature for several days. This is wrong statement, because a vacuum flask can keep liquids at constant temperature for only few hours. Question number 2, choose the correct option. Statement number 1, which of these surfaces is best at radiating heat? Option A, black. Option B, blue. Option C, red. Option D, white. The correct option is A, black. Statement number 2, which of these surfaces is best at absorbing heat? Option A, black. Option B, blue. Option C, red. D, white. The correct option is A, that is black, because black surfaces are good absorber and good emitters. Statement number 3, A vacuum flask is able to keep a cold liquid cold because it, option A, decreases the rate at which heat flows into the liquid. Option B, decreases the rate at which heat flows out of the liquid. Option C, increases the rate at which heat flows into the liquid. Option D, increases the rate at which heat flows out of the liquid. The correct option is A, decreases the rate at which heat flows into the liquid. Statement number 4. Plants grow better in a greenhouse in early spring because option A, heat from the sun warms the inside of the greenhouse. Option B, seeds germinate in the spring. Option C, the greenhouse stops too much heat getting to the plants. Option D, the young plants are sheltered from the rain. Correct option is A, heat from the sun warms the inside of the greenhouse. Statement number 5. In dry weather, the water in a puddle soon disappears because it, option A, evaporates into air. Option B, is drunk by the small animals. Option C, soaks into the ground below. Option D, spreads outwards to the surrounding ground. The correct option is A, that the water in the puddle soon disappear because it evaporates into the air. Question number 3. The graph shows how a substance cools after being removed from the heat. This is the graph. This is the graph between temperature and time. Temperature is taken along y-axis and time along x-axis. And we can see that this line, that when this substance is removed from the heat, it starts to emit heat and gets cool. You can see this is the line that shows the rate of cooling of the substance. Now we have to answer the question. Part 1. Use the graph to answer the following questions. Part 1A. Where is the maximum heat loss? We can see that there are different points A, B, C, D. So we have to answer where is the heat loss, maximum heat loss. The maximum heat loss is at point B. This is the point at which there is maximum heat loss. Question number 3, part 1B. Where is the minimum heat loss? The minimum heat lost is at point D, at this point. Question number 3, part 1C. What is the temperature at point C? We can see that at point C the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Part 2. What is the room temperature? The room temperature corresponds to this point, and if we see that this point goes to 15 degrees Celsius. So we can say that the room temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. Question number 3, part 3. Draw 2 more cooling lines on the graph with the following characteristics. A. Same starting temperature, higher room temperature. According to the condition, the same starting temperature and higher room temperature. The cooling line will be like this. Part 3B. Higher starting temperature, lower room temperature. To indicate a cooling line with higher starting temperature and low room temperature, we have to start from this higher temperature and low room temperature like this. Thank you.